the Nintendo Switch 2 might be able to come out this year. And are we going to get a Nintendo Direct in June this year? But I'm not sure because Nintendo might be skipping E3 this year, so we got to talk about it. What's up, everybody? Danny's here, back at it again with another video. But before we get into it, make sure you check out all the links in the description below. I've been streaming the heck out of Fortnite over my Twitch and on TikTok, so if you guys want to play, have some fun, come over, hang out. It's a good time. But let's get into this. Will there be a Nintendo Direct? But Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation won't be part of E3 this year because we all know E3 was canceled last year. But I'm not sure because E3, because the request was one of the biggest failure for Nintendo. But I'm sure there will be. There will be a Nintendo Direct this year, and I hope there will be a Nintendo Direct in June. We already had a Nintendo Direct since February this year, and we had one since in March. And we all know that we had Metroid Prime Remastered out already on the Switch. There's the physical version that came out already, and I might be able to get that in March pretty soon. But so far, we're gonna start off with one of the biggest parts. Like, one of the easiest parts I have right now is that Nintendo wants you to, like you guys know that E3 was, since 2021, and now it's going to be this year, but now Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation won't be part of it. So, I hope Nintendo, for the Direct, they'll announce the Nintendo Switch 2 or the Switch Pro. But, you know what? I told you that Nintendo needs to announce a Switch Pro. So far, the Direct, they're trying to work on it. Okay? And they're trying to, what are they just trying to do with the Switch? What is the Nintendo Switch really gonna do right now? Or even the Nintendo Direct? We have, so many Nintendo Switch Pro leaks and the Switch 2 leaks, okay? And we call this the Nintendo Switch 2nd generation, right? So off of that, the Nintendo Switch 2, but we're going to call this the Nintendo Switch generation. Oh, had a little bit of an interruption. There we go. This is the Nintendo Switch regular one that came out in 2017, but we need a Switch 2, 2nd generation to come out. And what they need you to do right now is they need to add more details to this game. We all see that if I play a game like Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Oh, sorry, just sneezed. But that'll be worth it if Nintendo releases it. And it is worth it, though. And now, right off the bat, the screen for the Switch is 60 frames per second, I'm not sure. But the Switch OLED is 120 frames per second. How can you just adjust the screen of this? As you know, Nintendo is working on the Switch 2, and they're going to work on the Direct. They're going to work on the Nintendo Direct. But, Joy-Con controllers are one of the biggest failures for Nintendo. So hopefully they'll have 100% drift. We need controllers with 100% no drift, okay? Enough said. Controller drift is what I hate so much. Is what we all hate so much. Because controller drift is the biggest part of gaming right now. And it's never pretty. So I'm assuming Nintendo took a look at that and they did not think they can get the controllers to work properly for the Switch and all these other consoles or other controllers. But if you have Nintendo Switch with a great controller and then they have Nintendo Switch with a controller drift, it would just make it for a bad time for everyone all around, which would make people wanting to stop playing the game, which would stop them from using these old controllers. So that's probably the number one reason why Nintendo has not able to release the Nintendo Switch 2 or the Switch Pro, but I'm sure they'll work on it. Because I think if they release the Nintendo Switch, the 2nd generation, or the Nintendo Switch Pro, this could be a massive success if they release it. And I hope they'll release a June Direct still if Nintendo skips E3. I've mentioned that the Nintendo Switch has sold to over 100 million units. That is a ton of people that they can try to tap in. To play the Nintendo Switch. And you know, the expansion pack is selling very well. It still costs $50. And if you want to play online, you gotta subscribe to the Nintendo Switch Online service or the expansion pack, which is another $20 or $50 a year, I mean, depending on the plan that's right for you. So that is a pretty steep barrier of entry if Nintendo releases the Nintendo Switch second generation. And you can just tap into these other Nintendo Switch fans that did not buy the Switch, and then you can tap to other Nintendo Switch fans that did not buy the Switch because of the barrier of entry. It could be a gigantic success if Nintendo releases the Switch 2, Switch Pro, and hopefully a June Nintendo Direct if Nintendo cancels E3, if Nintendo skips E3. But I don't understand why they haven't released a Switch Pro or the Nintendo Switch 2 yet. And now, as much as I know that Nintendo made a failure decision about these Joy-Con controllers, it still drifts though, but it's not that bad because you guys know I have a Nintendo Switch Pro controller and I can use that. So I can use that for multiplayer. And you know what, with the Nintendo Switch, that is good. And to get more people to check out the Nintendo Switch, the OLED and the Lite, it just has all the pieces with the Nintendo Switch, but they haven't released the Switch Pro or the Switch 2. That kind of stinks. If you guys made this far, thank you very much. Maybe if they see this video and they see how many people want it, they will actually release the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch Pro, and hopefully a June Nintendo Direct. And hopefully Nintendo doesn't skip E3. So make sure you guys hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll talk to you all next time.